Guys, and thank you again for returning to this MotoGP 2018 in Qatar. So let's go into the analysis. Let's start with Rossi. Rossi from the beginning showed he's in great shape. Everybody was skeptical about his bike, even he. Everybody was thinking, can this Yamaha bike take him into great places this year? And this, of course, this is just the first race, but I think that he proved that Yamaha is not as bad as he thought. Is not as bad as some people were thinking, because most of the time he rode in front with a leading group. He was even in first position, second position, up to fourth. So I can say that this was a great first race for the Italian. I can say that Yamaha made a great deal again, signing him for 2 more years. Everybody wants to see VR46. Everybody loves the doctor. He's a tremendous asset on track. Most of the drivers respect him. Johan Zarco even said that Valentino Rossi makes riders' dreams come true. So I think it's unanimous that probably even haters like him. So in the end, Valentino Rossi drove a beautiful race. No big mistakes, no big problems. I think he was just relaxed on the bike, doing whatever he had to do to keep the bike on the best position, but not risking too much. He took third position. I think it's a great start for the Italian. I think he took great points. Who knows where he will be in the fourth in next races. So let's go to Marquez. Marquez, the Spanish. Marquez, the warrior, the joker, the almost impossible crash guy. He never crashes. He looks to crash, but he always gets his bike on track again. And so the Spanish magician drove a beautiful race. Right from the beginning, he took also the leading group. And most of the time, we understand that he was just messing around with Zarco. He didn't want to take the front. He just stayed second or third, and he knew that he could challenge whoever would be on first position in the last lap. And so that's what he has done. He just kept his position second, third. He was just observing like a sniper. He was there. He didn't need to do nothing frightening. He was just waiting for the last laps or even for the last corner to take what his fans want, that is victory. And so he drove a beautiful race. I never felt he was driving on the limit. And so he took the race to the last lap where he fought against Dovizioso, and for a moment he overtook Dovizioso. It looked like it was worth. It looked like he probably has snatched the victory, but unfortunately for him, Dovizioso matured enough to be also an icy driver, not afraid when overtaken, not afraid to fight, not afraid of the last lap, not afraid even of the dangerous Marc Marquez. And so what happened is that Marc Marquez overtook Dovizioso on last lap, almost last corner, but beautifully done. Dovizioso just recovered from that. So great race for Marc Marquez. Very beautiful points for him. Started the championship in great shape, displaying great skills again. It's Marc Marquez. And no, I don't think he has done nothing crazy yet as he has done last season. I mean, those almost crashes that really never went down because he always recovered his machine. Now, Dani Pedrosa, well, not much to speak about Dani Pedrosa. This is the gentleman from Spain. During the most time of the race, he was in the middle of the group, around the 8th position, 9th, 10th. In the end, he finished 7th. But Dani Pedrosa is that rider that He can get second position anytime. He even can win in any race at any time. So was I expecting him to finish a bit higher? Yes, maybe 5th position or even 4th. But the Honda driver just finished 7. Again, it's a great display for Dani Pedrosa. He didn't crash. Let's wait for next races. Now Zarco, the great Frenchman, the really outstanding rider. So he just jumped to the lead right from the beginning. He snatched the lead, he catch it for him, and he took the lead almost up to the finish. The Frenchman showed that he drives really clever, that he has the skills, and most important, that the Yamaha bike is a great machine for him this year. Let's see if he can improve a bit more, because just like it happened last season, sometimes he was riding on the first position or on top positions, but as the race went to the end, Zarco lacked a bit on the bike, and I think the bike performance wasn't and isn't helping him to keep with the leaders. So sometimes what happens is that, just like this race, Marc Marquez stays behind him, and at any time he just uses the gas and goes away. So I think that probably Yamaha and mechanics and the team needs to step it up a bit more to offer the Frenchman whatever is missing to him for the last laps. In the end, he just finished 5th, and at the same time it's a great result. He didn't crash, so important, because finishing 5th he gets points, crashing he gets nothing, and points are very important for the championship. Petrucci. Well, Petrucci is another great rider. During most of the race he was around 4th position. He fought very well. He showed that he has a great bike. He doesn't make mistakes. He showed that he can fight. He showed that he can take awkward lines to catch other drivers. And in the end he finished 6th. So could he finish higher? Maybe. Are these points important for him? Of course. I think just like Zarco, the team needs to give him better setups. I don't know, change whatever they need to change in order to offer him a slightly better bike so he can challenge the top drivers. Now Viñales, Maverick Viñales, the teammate of Valentino Rossi. I would say that this was not the race he was expecting to race, because during the most time he was in the middle of the peloton. He was never inside top 5. He was never inside the leading group. During the race he was lost in the middle of the race, and I think this is not what he wants for him. This is not what he was expecting. I don't know. Looks like so much stuff needs to be changed on his bike, and at the same time, as the race was going to the end, it was possible to see Maverick Viñales improving his pace and catching other drivers, overtaking so many people. And I'm thinking, wow, is this a bike problem, or is he taking too long to find his better pace? I don't know. Let's see how the season goes. Maybe we have better clues about this. Finally, let's talk about the start of the race. Mr. Andrea Dovizioso. Oh God, what can one say more about this guy? So, he's not on top 5 during a bunch of time. He looks to be out of the race, out of the leading group, and whenever he wants, he just uses the gas and overtakes everyone, goes to the top position, becomes number 1 on the leading group, rides smoothly, absolutely no problems on his side. The Ducati bike is perfect for him. The Ducati bike shows tremendous speed whenever he needs it. He goes to the last lap in front of Marc Marquez. Last corners, Marc Marquez overtakes him, and with the higher precision he just overtakes immediately the Spanish god of MotoGP in order to finish first and start this season on the top position. Could it get better than this for him? Could he have displayed a better performance? God, I think no. This Italian is driving like crazy. So this was what happened in Qatar. Right now, Dovizioso looks like the man for the 2018 season. Let's wait to see what will happen next race. And if you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button. If you liked this video, please hit the like button too. Until next race, guys, see you.